Hey, Vikings Nation, Skol, buckle up, because we're diving into some massive news that's got every Minnesota Vikings fan buzzing with excitement. The purple and gold are charging into rookie minicamp, and they've just dropped a bombshell. 4 of their 5 2025 NFL draft picks are already locked in with rookie contracts. But here's the kicker. There's one big name still unsigned, and it's got us on the edge of our seats. Can General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah seal the deal with our first-round stud? Let's break it all down, scene by scene, and unpack what this means for our Vikings in 2025. Are you ready to feel the Skol spirit? Let's go. The Vikings are setting the stage for an epic 2025 season, and this latest move is pure genius. On Thursday night, the team announced they've signed 4 of their 5 draft picks: Ty Felton, Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins, Kobe King, and Gavin Bartholomew, to their rookie deals. This is a classic Viking strategy, getting the ink dry before rookie minicamp kicks off. Why does this matter? It lets the front office focus on the big fish, first-round pick Donovan Jackson. With these signings, the Vikings are streamlining their roster-building process, giving coaches more time to mold these rookies into game-changers. Now, let's talk about why this is such a smart play. Signing mid- and late-round picks like these guys is usually straightforward. There's less haggling over contract details compared to top-tier talent. The negotiations typically revolve around signing bonuses and offset language, which gets simpler the later you go in the draft. For the Vikings, this means less stress and more focus on getting these players on the field. What do you think, Vikings fans? Is this the kind of savvy move that could push us deeper into the playoffs? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's zoom in on Ty Felton, the third-round wide receiver out of Maryland who's got Vikings Nation buzzing. This guy is a speedster with hands like glue, and he's already being eyed for the WR3 spot. Now, Jalen Nailor's been holding it down, but let's be real. His inconsistency has left the door wide open. Felton's not likely to snatch the job right out of training camp, but if he shows out during the season, he could climb the depth chart fast. Imagine him stretching the field alongside Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Mouth-watering, right? Felton's college stats speak for themselves. In 2024, he racked up 93 catches for 1,108 yards and 9 touchdowns at Maryland. That's the kind of production that screams playmaker. The Vikings' offense thrives on explosive plays, and Felton's ability to burn defenders could be a game-changer, especially if Addison faces a suspension early in the season. Picture this: J.J. McCarthy airing it out to Felton for a 40-yard touchdown at US Bank Stadium. Can you feel the roar of the crowd? Who's got high hopes for Felton? Let me know below. The challenge for Felton is earning that WR3 role in a crowded receiver room. Nailor's got experience, and the coaching staff loves his potential, but his drops and injuries have been frustrating. Felton's got the tools, speed, route running, and a knack for contested catches, but he'll need to prove he can handle the NFL's physicality. If he can shine in minicamp and training camp, he might just force Kevin O'Connell's hand. What's your take, Skol faithful? Can Felton outshine Nailor and become a key piece of our passing attack? Next up, let's talk about Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins, the 5th-round defensive lineman from Georgia who's got Brian Flores grinning ear to ear. This kid is an athletic freak, 6'5", 280 pounds, with an 83 athleticism score from NFL Next Gen Stats, ranking him as the 2nd most athletic defensive tackle at the Combine. He's raw, no doubt, but his upside is through the roof. The Vikings see him as a versatile piece who can play both edge and interior in Flores' aggressive NASCAR package. Ingram-Dawkins is stepping into roles previously filled by guys like Jihad Ward and Pat Jones, 2 big, physical players who can disrupt from multiple spots. In his final season at Georgia, he notched 17 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks in 14 games. Those numbers might not jump off the page, but his tape shows a guy who can collapse pockets and chase down ball carriers. With veterans like Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen anchoring the line, Ingram-Dawkins has time to develop into a high-impact player. Can you see him wrecking backfields in purple? I sure can. The beauty of Ingram-Dawkins is his fit in Flores' scheme. The Vikings' defensive coordinator loves versatile players who can move around and create chaos, and this rookie's athletic profile screams potential. He's still learning to put it all together, but if he can refine his technique, he could be a steal. Imagine him bull rushing a guard into the quarterback's lap on a crucial third down. Vikings fans, are you as pumped about this guy as I am? Share your hype in the comments. Linebacker Kobe King, our 6th-round pick from Penn State, might just be the unsung hero of this draft class. At 6'1", 240 pounds, he's built like a tank and plays with a chip on his shoulder. The Vikings see him as the likely 4th linebacker on the depth chart, but his real value lies on special teams. King's speed and physicality make him a perfect fit for kick coverage and punt protection, where he can lay the wood and set the tone. King's college career was solid: 50 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks in his final year at Penn State. He's not a flashy playmaker like Ivan Pace Jr., but he's a smart, instinctive player who rarely misses assignments. Special teams are the lifeblood of roster depth, and King's skill set could make him a fan favorite for his bone-crunching hits. Picture him flying downfield to pin a punt inside the 5-yard line. Doesn't that get your blood pumping, Skol Nation? The question is whether King can carve out a defensive role down the line. With Blake Cashman and Pace Jr. locking down the starting spots, King's path to playing time is through special teams and as a rotational guy. If he proves reliable in coverage and can blitz effectively, he might earn more snaps. Vikings fans, do you think King's got what it takes to make an impact? Hit the comments and let's debate. Let's shine the spotlight on Gavin Bartholomew, the 6th-round tight end from Pittsburgh who's bringing some serious versatility to the Vikings offense. At 6'5", 250 pounds, he's got the size to be an H-back hybrid, capable of lining up in line, in the slot, or even in the backfield. The Vikings are projecting him to fill a role similar to Johnny Muntz, a do-it-all guy who blocks, catches, and keeps defenses guessing. Bartholomew's 2024 season at Pitt was impressive: 38 receptions, 322 yards, and 4 touchdowns, earning him All-ACC honorable mention. His 4.7-second 40-yard dash and 76 athleticism score at the combine show he's got the wheels to stretch the field. With T.J. Hawkinson as the primary tight end, Bartholomew's job is to provide depth and flexibility. Imagine him sneaking out of the backfield for a red zone touchdown. Can you see it, Vikings fans? The challenge for Bartholomew is standing out in a tight end room that's already stacked. Hawkinson's a star and Muntz a reliable veteran, so Bartholomew will need to maximize his reps in camp. His ability to block in Kevin O'Connell's run-heavy scheme will be key, but his receiving skills could make him a sneaky weapon. What do you think, Skol Nation? Is Bartholomew the secret weapon we've been waiting for? Drop your predictions below. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Donovan Jackson, our 1st-round pick, is still unsigned. This Ohio State guard was the 24th overall pick, and he's expected to be a day-1 starter at left guard, bolstering an offensive line that's been completely revamped to protect J.J. McCarthy. Jackson's a mauler, 6'4", 320 pounds, with the agility to pull and the strength to pancake defenders. So why the holdup? 1st-round contracts are trickier. There's more money at stake, and negotiations often involve guaranteed cash, bonuses, and specific clauses. Jackson's deal could be worth around $14 million over 4 years, based on recent 1st-round guard contracts. The Vikings are likely working to balance their massive $315 million roster investment with a deal that keeps both sides happy. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's track record suggests he'll get it done, but the clock's ticking. Vikings fans, are you nervous or confident about locking in Jackson? Let's hear it. The good news? This delay isn't unusual. Top picks often take longer to sign as agents push for every dollar. Jackson's tape shows a dominant blocker who allowed just 1 sack in his final college season, per PFF. He's the final piece of an interior line featuring Ryan Kelly and Will Fries, which could be among the NFL's best. If the Vikings get him signed before minicamp wraps, it's full speed ahead. What's your gut telling you, Skol faithful? Will Jackson be ready to roll? With 4 picks signed, the Vikings are sending a clear message. They're all in on building around J.J. McCarthy. This draft class, though small, was surgical. Felton adds depth to the receiving core. Ingram Dawkins brings heat to the defensive line. King bolsters special teams, and Bartholomew gives O'Connell another chess piece. Each player has a clear path to contributing as a rookie, which is huge for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. The Vikings offseason has been a masterclass in roster construction. They've spent big in free agency, $300 million per ESPN, and made splashy trades for Sam Howell and Jordan Mason. Now, with these rookie signings, they're fine-tuning the depth chart. The focus on the trenches, with Jackson and free agent additions like Kelly and Fries, shows they're serious about protecting their young QB. Can you feel the momentum building, Vikings Nation? But here's the big question. Can these rookies make an immediate impact? The Vikings' 14-win season in 2024 set a high bar, and fans are hungry for a deep playoff run. If Felton emerges as a reliable WR3, Ingram Dawkins disrupts, King shines on special teams, and Bartholomew adds versatility, this class could be a steal. What's your bold prediction for this group, Skol fans? Hit the comments and let's talk. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The Vikings' strategy of signing draft picks before minicamp isn't just about paperwork. It's about culture. By getting these deals done early, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and Kevin O'Connell are showing these rookies they're valued and expected to contribute. It's a signal to the locker room. No distractions, just football. That's the kind of leadership that wins championships. Compare this to other teams, like the Baltimore Ravens, who signed 9 of 11 picks before minicamp, per Sporting News. The Vikings' efficiency with a smaller class is impressive, especially given their limited draft capital after trading up for McCarthy and Dallas Turner in 2024. This move frees up mental bandwidth for the coaching staff to focus on player development. Vikings fans, do you love this proactive approach as much as I do? Share your thoughts. The challenge now is integrating these rookies into a stacked roster. The Vikings' depth chart is loaded: Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson, Hargrave, Allen, and these new guys will need to earn their stripes. Minicamp will be our first glimpse of how they stack up. Will Felton turn heads? Can Ingram Dawkins hold his own against NFL vets? Skol Nation, what are you most excited to see in minicamp? Let's get that comment section popping. As we wrap up, let's talk about what's at stake. The Vikings are building a juggernaut, but the NFC North is a gauntlet. The Lions, Packers, and Bears are all making moves, and every edge counts. These rookie signings are a step toward keeping Minnesota ahead of the pack. If Donovan Jackson signs soon and these rookies hit the ground running, the Vikings could be unstoppable. Are you feeling the Skol vibes, Vikings Nation? One final note. I checked the latest updates on Vikings.com and Vikings News, and there's no new info on Jackson's contract as of May 9, 2025. If anything breaks, I'll keep you posted in the next video. For now, this draft class is shaping up to be a cornerstone of our 2025 campaign. Who's your favorite rookie so far? Felton? Ingram Dawkins? King? Bartholomew? Or are you all in on Jackson? Drop it in the comments. Vikings Nation, let's keep the energy high. Smash that like button, drop your hottest takes in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Vikings news. Share this video with your fellow Skol fans, and let's build this purple army together. Skol Vikings, let's make 2025 our year.